Hey guys, thank you so much for watching and thank you so much for joining live or rewatching the replay. We're gonna play a little VR kind of things with Micah, who's here again. Yay! And
Hi.
please subscribe to her channel if you haven't already, because she's really close to 100 subscribers. So I would like to have, that moment happen during the live stream where she reaches 100 subscribers, because why not? So we're kind of doing a VR to Gerald and Jaime with the hashtag back and forth, which I should have in the title. I was just like, did I put it? But I put it in there. So we have 20 questions which we're going to go back and forth answering. Hopefully you can join and drop us a question or a number between 1 and 20 to have the question. But I know that there might be people, and the notification just went out, who will probably miss this because I moved it an hour ahead after scheduling for 8 p.m. It's 9 p.m. No, it's 7 p.m. I can't talk and I can't think anymore. But yeah, so I was thinking that while we wait, we could, just chat a bit. And I have a few decks and I can show because my care package from the UK has arrived. So I have the major arcana of the, what is it called? I keep forgetting. The Golden Art Nouveau tarot, because I was lucky enough to get the tarot magazine that was published in the UK, which is a subscription kind of thing. They release a volume every month, and I think how they do it is you get half a deck 1 month and the second half in the next month, and that's how I have the Dirty Pen, because that was the one deck that I actually wanted. And this is the magazine, the Total Tarot. That was the name. Hi, Joanne. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being excited. So I have the first three volumes because I asked my friend to get me, and she was like, "Do you want the I think it was the first deck, first one with the majors of this deck?" And I was like, you know what? Why not? So I don't have the full deck. I have the. Why did I say I have such a problem saying majors and minors today? I don't know. So I have the majors and two aces. But what's more excited is look what's here. The Smokish and Ember's actual deck is in my hands, and I probably am the only person who didn't know that there was an extra card. Look at that.
Does it have a title?
No, it's not. And it's a bonus card, and it has two tiny dragons sleeping and holding each other, and I didn't know because I honestly, I had such a privileged space that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch the walkthroughs of other people when they get the deck, and I never had the chance to. It was a surprise, and I'm just so happy. So yeah, we have a few people in. Yay, we have Gerald. So yes, we're doing a VR to you and Jaime. And we have MA. Hi, thank you so much for being here. And I'm trying to look in, doing my best to look into the camera. But yeah, so Micah, do you have any decks you want to show or anything exciting deck-wise while we wait for a bit to people to arrive?
Well, I got a ton of pre-orders in. They're all just coming in, But at night I've been pulling cards from the Divine Feminine. I can't really get the metallic gold to show up, but
ooh, I can
it's
see.
so pretty. And I don't know, it reads better than I thought. Like when I did the walkthrough, I'm like, how's this really gonna read?
It's a beautiful. I was very, very tempted, but then I was like, do I need an all-female deck because it's an all-female deck? I was
But
like,
the guidebook's good, and she writes in like a different tone than, I don't know, like real quick, for the lovers, it says the keywords love, connection, choice. The sun and moon chase each other through the sky in endless devotion and adoration. These lovers have finally found a cosmic embrace, embodying the love available to all who live under their light. Falling in love can feel like destiny, like you found your other half, but the Lover's card speaks more to the act of loving, of caring for and continually choosing commitment with another. Love can be all consuming, so be mindful of who you give your love to. And of course, finding connection with another person is divine, but finding love for yourself is something even more precious. So it like
Aw.
almost reads like an oracle. Like it's
That's
different
good.
than like tarot. Yeah.
Hi, Beth. How are you doing? And yeah, I agree. Extra cards are, I don't know. I know that I want to do a VR to Ben's hashtag, which Martin and Gerald did yesterday. I think that was yesterday with the Tarot Temptations.
Yeah.
Because I think maybe that was the one where I just remember that Ben was talking about it, that how he doesn't like extra cards or something like that, and I was like, but I'm such an opposite, because I'm always so happy when there's extra, because I always leave them in. I don't know, it's just I always love finding out how differently we use decks and stuff like that. For me, that's just fascinating.
See, I'm unsure about the extra card thing. Like my Moonchild, I think it comes with 3 extra cards,
No.
and I have them in the deck, but if they come up in a spread, I think it's going to throw me off a little bit. You know what I mean? I
I
don't
mean,
know.
some people do it, in a way, and sometimes I do it. I do it with the Majestic Earth, because the extra cards are landscape and they are elemental. That I put them aside and read the energy of the suit that I corresponded the elemental thing to, and then I pull another card, because
Okay,
the orientation is different. But that's the
right.
only reason why I do it. Yes, thank you. I'm using my new iPad, so I'm like, oh, I love this thing, honestly. I'm such an Aquarius, but I could fall in love in and like an AI, a robot or something, stuff like
Hey,
that.
you deserve that after your new
Oh,
computer experience. So
yeah, I should. I mean, I'm thinking about trying to sell that. Yes, happy photos of grandbabies. I mean, my nephew makes me so happy. Because yeah, Beth said I had a dream the other night when we were at a cafe having coffee, and I was showing you for. Oh, that's so nice. It's so cool. The only time that I had a dream related to tarot tube was, I don't know what the dream was anymore, but I know that it was after Diane gave birth. But in my dream, she was, having the baby, and there was other people, and she was in labor in my dream. I don't know why, but I just like.
fun fact, I've never held a baby. Ever. My best friend she's officially pregnant, so she's
Aw.
probably gonna be the first baby. I'm just scared, like, if you drop it, like, you can't,
Yeah. I mean,
safe.
it's funny how other people are like, hold my most precious
Yeah,
thing ever. But
um,
honestly, holding a baby is it's a different thing. Especially if you have, a connection to the baby. But, children and babies are precious. I mostly keep extra cards in the deck. If they show up, it means I have to work hard and keeping myself open for messages. Yeah.
right.
Okay. I have a vintage legend or two. Yeah. Whenever as this deck keep coming back up everywhere, and I just went through it. It's missing. It's missing one card.
I
Everybody
would
says the next.
be upset.
Oh, just a dragon. Like, have you heard yourself saying that to me? That it was just a dragon? Like,
Do you know what
you're
card was
you're
missing?
talking to me. Hmm?
Do you know what card was missing? Which
I
one it was?
I mean,
Maybe
if it's with a dragon, then I'm assuming. That you Oh, but I'm so sorry, it's so annoying, because especially with something like that, like a vintage deck, it's not something that you can get it easy.
right.
But because I don't want to stay forever, 9 of Shields. Oh, so it's an actual. Oh, that sucks. So give us a number between 1 and 20, and we're not gonna stay longer than an hour. I have it on here because Gerald is going to have a stream. Plus, I'm pretty useless after an hour. So please give us a number between 1 and 20. So, and the questions are, by the way, just all over the place, and I have no idea what Michael has, and Michael has no idea what I have, because we didn't check, and I did that on purpose because I was like, it's more fun if we have to answer it, Okay, 16 is the first one, then that's mine. And 16 is, oh, I love that. What book had the most significant impact on you?
Oh.
We're gonna go with the others after that. I know mine, that's why I'm like, oh, that's the only question that I can answer easily. Because
I haven't
it's a hard
read in
one.
a while. The most significant.
Hi, Debbie. I'm just letting Micah think through the questions, and because we didn't talk, I can't type them in. So.
Okay, so this was when I was a kid, but like Where the Red Fern Grows, we read in school, and I cried like a baby. And I think that was one of the books that got me into reading fiction, because you know how you can just imagine it so well in your head. So that really sticks out to me. And yeah, I was a kid and it was a long time ago, but it kind of really got me into that mindset. So yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And I'm just trying to look up, because I was like, oh, I know how, the title is in Hungarian, but Sophie's Word, which is a philosophical book. I don't know if you know it. It's from Jostein Gaard there. I'm assuming Scandinavian, but I read it when I was around 13 or something like that, and it's about. So there's two parts of the book. One is the story of Sophie, who I can't even remember how it was, but it kind of fucks you up, because it deals with philosophical questions, and if the reality you're in is real, or someone else is thinking of you being I think it was in either a letterbox, the whole world that Sophie was living in, or a locker or something like that, and when you open the door, the whole world is there. And the other side was or is, because I still have the book, is biographies of philosophers. And I remember that at the beginning, when I was reading, I was very diligent, and I'm gonna read the the bibliography of the philosopher every at the end of every chapter. There was one, and I was like, at first I'm going to read, but at around the third one, I was like, fuck it, I don't care. I just want to read the book. But I know that was the first time that I was like, wow, this reality might not be the reality, and that there could be other people just imagining us being alive, and are we even alive? And the whole thing just
the Matrix.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that was a very I read books before, but that's just something that always comes to mind. Okay, next one is the 6 is yours.
6. All right. This is give me some good news. What goals or projects are you working towards?
Staying alive. Give you. Oh, I'm making a new Oracle deck. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. I can say that I haven't. I can't check because it's on my iPad, but I think I have like 13, 14 cards already.
Oh wow! And I think I've only seen like.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't posted all, because I'm thinking about deleting my Facebook, because I just don't go there anymore. And I use the Messenger, but I don't check the site. And I want to create a newsletter instead. So if people are interested in decks and stuff like that, they could get a monthly thing. So yeah, I haven't really posted, but
on it's your Instagram. Different.
Yeah, I mean, I posted some on Instagram because sometimes you have to do something, but it's a different one because it's called Questions Oracle, and it's gonna be not necessarily about the card itself, but I want to give a bunch of questions that you can answer or journal about when you pull a card, because I have a problem journaling, but I don't know how. I just never really knew how to journal in a type of way that is not just ranting on paper, because that can be good, but it's not actually really useful. So I was thinking about myself when I was starting, I started creating the deck as one do. And for me, it would be very useful to have a bunch of questions. Then I pull a card, and because then I can be like, okay, what does it mean? Why is it coming up and stuff like that? It can be used as a simple oracle, obviously, but
Right. Yeah, I love journaling. I journal all the time.
that's cool.
Yeah. Do I
Yeah,
answer?
I mean, yeah. I don't think you answered yet. I was just going back. So while I'm scrolling to comments, please answer.
So I've been thinking about getting into 3D printing. I ordered some things on Etsy to take to like my local shops that hire that buy work from local artists, right? So I want to talk to a few of them and see if they're interested, because I just don't want to be another seller on Etsy. I would like to get rid of that shipping and everything and sell locally if I can. So that's a goal. And I've been debating on it for a while, but it really hit me the other night when I was journaling, and I called my doctor the next day, and then I called a hotline. I'm gonna try to quit smoking, guys.
Yay!
Yeah, even though this case is super cute, I gotta say.
I mean, it looks like a fucking deck.
Yeah. But so my mom and one of my friends slash old roommate, they both died of lung cancer, and like I'm only getting older, and it's gonna suck no matter when I do it. So like it might as well suck while my life is like stable.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a very good. And yeah, I mean, my favorite grandma died of because of I mean, she never smoked, still died of cancer, but cancer is such a fucking thing.
Yeah.
So Beth said Pippi Longstocking. I don't think I've read that book. It wasn't a big thing here. We read a lot of Russian things. Yeah, no surprise. Maybe we will have to again. But we're talking about fun stuff, so let's talk about my deck. So I'm using your Brilliant Wishes Oracle for reading for this last month. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Because
I still need to buy. I still need to help you out there.
No, it's just only buy it if you can use it. Yay! Good luck reading. Yes. Oh, yeah. Cancer. I mean, I don't understand why we're still not that advanced with curing things like that.
Right. Yeah. Well, good news for anybody out there. I don't know about other countries, but in the United States, there's a 1-800-QUIT NOW, and they set you up with like coaching sessions and
Cool.
free nicotine replacement, because like patches are expensive. Like I haven't bought them, but like say $60 a box, and if you can get that for free, because it saves the healthcare system money compared to fighting cancer, right?
I can't relate. It doesn't work like that here.
Right.
Yeah. We have 11, which is also mine. And Julian Edelman's number, and I miss him playing. I'm sorry, it's just, I miss playing. I miss football. I've been watching it, so. So 11, what topic could you give a 20-minute presentation on without any preparation? I love this question.
Oh, snakes, how to take care of snakes and reptiles. Yeah, I had a job doing it. I have 11 snakes, a gecko, a vampire crab, a fish, and 2 cats. So
that's cool.
Yeah, I'm actually planning on downsizing my snake collection. I don't have anyone to like help me breed and take care of babies now that I live by myself. So yeah, animals. I can spit some stuff about animals.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say dragons, but I'm not as knowledgeable on dragons that I want to be. So that's something that I will. Honestly, usage of tarot or fountain pens. where to get
Fountain
fountain
pens.
pens, which ink to try, where to get them, which is nice, what ink properties you need to pay attention to, what paper to use, which brands are cool. I can talk about it forever. And I know, the basics on what to look for in a tarot deck or an oracle, or how to create your, own and stuff like that, I think. And those are the two things that I would be like, I wouldn't even care if someone would think that I'm crazy, but like it's weird to talk about it.
We're all crazy. It's fine.
Obviously, duh. I mean, you're talking to me. I mean, it saved the healthcare industry money, but yeah. I mean, sometimes I feel like that's not the goal, because they can sell you drugs if you're sick.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, Patriots, which you can't see, but here's my painting. Still, I painted that one.
If you come to the US, are you going to watch a game?
Obviously. I mean, that was my whole goal before the whole pandemic took, and I spent my money on the iPad, so I'm not going anywhere. But I was supposed to go to freaking, to a New England game, and Julius Edelman was still a player. He retired. Not my favorite player retired, so I was gonna see him playing. So I'm like, I'm not in a hurry anymore. Yeah, but I still want to go, and I still want to watch a game, because not just because because of the time zones and delays. It's always in the evening. I mean, the 1 p.m. games are always starts at 7 p.m. the best, and I'm like, I'm already like tired, so I wanna just watch a game, in the afternoon, but also just being in the crowd, being experiencing the amount of people, just enjoying it. I think it's just would be. It's really
I've
cool.
never been to like a professional game. So
Yeah, I mean, I know I mean, some people are, like, you're not from the US, why are you watching it? And I'm like, I enjoy it so much more than football, like the regular one, because there's just so much faking in there, and then it's just I got fed up with, like, oh, I fall, give me a free penalty. Oh, I hurt my nail. Oh, fuck off. So I don't like that.
right.
But yeah, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, I'm not sure if I would be into football if I would lived in the US, because I'm far away from all the bullshit. I can just watch the game and not know about a lot of bullshit that's there. So, hi, Diane. Look, I have my dragon deck, and I have the extra card. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna show it off all the time. Now is the second wave of smoke, ash, and embers from me. It's gonna come. Okay, we have number 18, which is also mine. What's the weirdest way you have met someone?
You talk first so I can think about it, because I don't know.
I mean, I don't have such a weird way, but I mean, I was kind of looking at the question and be like, oh, my life is boring. But I have a friend that was, we were destined to be friends in such an obvious way that I think it's pretty funny. Because before I went to university, I had to take an exam, to qualify. And I took that exam twice, and I did worse on the second try, which was funny, because I studied more and I still had a worse score, or less, not as good a score as the first time. So I was like, I fucking wasted time to studying again. But when I was taking that, it was on a history exam on a higher level. Which you had to do it to qualify. And when I was taking it the first time in the capital, we were taking it together with about 20 people from all around the country. So it's not like people were from just this area. And I met someone, and we were like, oh yeah, good luck, and it's hopefully you're gonna get it. And you don't expect to meet with anyone you meet at such place, because it's I think she was attending the same university as I was, but she was applying for a history major, and I was for Korean, so it wasn't even the same. But we had a lovely chat in the bathroom, and then we took the exam, and we went separate ways. And then about, like, I don't know how many months or a year later, when I actually got into university, I met her in my class, and I was like, what? And she didn't remember that it was me who she talked to. And because she was like, why is this girl,
Oh
smiling
man.
at me so creepily? And because I was like, yeah, we met, because I remember faces. But she was like, why? And then she mistook one of our other classmates for that girl she met. So she thought that someone else was that girl, and I was like, no, that was me. And
Right.
it was just kind of funny, because she got into history, but then then switched to Korean, and I don't think we even talked about it. So she didn't know that I was trying to apply for Korean. So it was like we had to study at the same year and stuff like that. So I don't know how weird it is, but it's definitely on the destined side of things.
Right.
Hi, Moran. Thank you
So,
so much for being here.
I don't even I don't remember what band it was, so like it
Oh.
makes it less significant. But I was pretty young. I was maybe like 12 or 13. I was at a Warped Tour concert, which is like a popular like punk show,
Uh-huh.
like a big concert tour. And it was in the middle of the summer, and it was hot, and I was tired, and I curled up and I fell asleep. And I woke up, my friends were sitting in a circle, like talking. And I look over, and it's this freaking guy that's the lead singer of one of the bands, like hanging out with my friends. And I'm like, why didn't you wake me up? Like, what's
Exactly.
wrong with you? And they were like, oh, well, you were sleeping. So, yeah,
Thanks.
I met a lead singer of a band while sleeping. So,
Yeah, and you
yeah,
don't even remember the band,
yeah,
so
I don't even remember
oops.
who it was.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
got
mean, like,
hungry.
I would
Yeah,
be so mad. Like, why do you not wake me up? Don't you think this is something that I want to get
yeah,
up for? Yay! Yes, go ahead and subscribe to Mora's channel, and because he's starting to posting more and more, but he needs encouragement. So subscribe to Micah and Mora and everyone in the chat. Yeah, I think it's an awesome story as well. Okay, so give us another number, and I'm not keeping track of which numbers we had already. So,
no, I didn't do that either.
but we're gonna realize, because I would be like, this was
I
already.
got a pen to cross mine off. I only asked one so far.
I had three, so. But I know that was. I know. I mean, I'm not as old, so I can remember what happened 10 minutes ago. 9. That's yours.
9. Okay. Would you rather win the lottery or work at the
Yes,
perfect job, and why?
I want to win the lottery, because I could fix so many things with money currently, that finding the perfect job for me, which doesn't necessarily mean money, would be quite selfish at the moment. In an ideal world, when everybody's happy and and taken care of and secure and stuff like that, I would be all about the perfect job. But in a way, I'm like, no, I don't want to work.
Right.
I want to be a millionaire. I want to create decks, and I want to write stories and do stuff like that, and I want to be rich, so give me the money.
Yeah. See, I'm the opposite. I think I'd rather have the perfect job because, well, if it was my perfect job, I get like fulfillment out of that.
I know.
And if it was the perfect job, then I would make a decent
Oh,
amount of money also. So
exactly.
yeah, I think I'd rather have less money and more personal fulfillment with my career than more money at once. Because I can live, like, I lived in a tent in Florida for like months. Like I can be pretty poor and okay with it. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if it was just up to me, I would go for that. But I would love to take care of other people. So give me the money. Hi, Ange. How are you doing? Okay, so, but give me another number instead of money. I don't expect you guys to, you know, just send me some winning the lottery vibes if you're, have any.
And tarot decks.
I mean, you can send me tarot decks. I will be happy. If it's sent as a gift, then, all that, because then I don't have to pay customs for it. Oh, we have 4. Oh, no. Oh, wait. The chat just moved. We have 4. And then after that, Debbie has a number.
Okay, this is another job question. Yeah.
You want me
I think there's only 2, so maybe 3. Dream job. If schooling and experience didn't matter. If you could just jump into it right now and you'd be good at it, like what career would you want?
Best-selling author. Internationally best-selling author. Ooh. Like I want to have already like 20 books published or something like that. Like this. I would do that.
I would want to be a film director. I'm a huge horror movie buff, and I like a lot of like the B movies. They're not bad. They're just not in theaters. And I used to think about how I would film stuff like with the angles and everything, but I can't drop whatever I'm doing now and just
you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You can direct a horror movie with all the snakes.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I don't want to reshoot the one eating my finger because that sucked.
Yeah. I mean, I don't need to see them.
Yeah.
I'm just very encouraging of you doing that. But that was
14 popped up.
Sorry?
14 was underneath my 4.
Yeah. I started, but I was just thinking that it's funny that I kind of wish that, theater groups or like some school theater or something like that was a thing here when I was growing up. Because I think I have enough narcissistic traits to be, not to be a good actor or something like that. Nothing like that. It's just, I think I would have had fun.
Yeah.
Doing that. And I'm kind of sad because I think the only theaters that you can go are actually in the capital still. Maybe, I don't think we have anything locally because it's not a thing. I know I say thing a lot, but it would be fun, and I kind of wish that I would have, just had the chance to try it out. See, make a snake movie.
Yeah, I've painted on like sets before, like the backdrops and
that's exciting. Like that. I would love to work on productions actually as well. If when I'm not an internationally best-selling author, I would love to work on movie production
and a lottery winner.
Yeah. Obviously, everything like duh. I don't want everything, just these 2 things. So 14. Okay, that's mine. And that's what's something that was once important but is now becoming less and less relevant. I have no answer for that one. So
love.
Love, really?
Yeah, I was like the stereotypic relationship hopper, right?
But you mean romantic love then? Romantic.
Yeah, I'm over it. There's like 2 guys interested, and I'm like, you know what? I just want to be at home with my cats. I don't want to be bothered. Like,
the problems I can't relate. I have 2 guys, and I'm like, I don't want them. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, if you're not ready for a relationship, you're not ready, and it's smarter to recognize that and not jump into it. But
I don't have the mental available headspace for rent. You know what I mean?
And I like that sentence.
It used to be such a big part of my life, and it's just not anymore.
I'm gonna say something
sad about it. I'm not like bitter.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to sound like an old person, but you're fucking young, and it's gonna change. Like, dude. But yeah, I used to have a large circle of friends, and now I keep my circle small. Quality over quantity. Yeah,
Yeah.
as I get older, I realize what's important. Yeah, I mean, we learn not just about romantic relationships, but I think in general about relationships. And I mean, just for myself, I always thought that I was. I mean, I'm a good friend. I know that, but I never really realized how I let other people go because I'm okay with not talking to a year and then picking things
Right.
up the same place where we left off. But there are a lot of people who are not. They need you to
Attention.
message them, not
Yeah.
and not necessary attention, just that they need of someone to tell them then that I care, and they can misunderstand your silence for not caring and stuff like that. And I was always like, but I'm such a cool people, like I'm gonna be here when like, why are people not my friends? And I was like, oh, maybe that's why I'm too easily like, yeah, we're gonna see each other a few years later, bye.
Right.
So yeah, as you get older, you learn more about yourself and how to be a better friend and person in a relationship as well. So
And
just
who
give
you
yourself,
want in your life. That's a big thing, right?
yeah. I mean, John doesn't want a relationship either. Romance is in the schedule. Yeah, I mean, je ne sais quoi. I don't know. I don't speak French, but c'est la vie and all that. And also, I think what's hard is letting go of that notion that, oh, we're gonna find the one, someone who's gonna make us happy, because that's the fucking bullshit that we're watching for
Yeah.
for like
Are
a
you the
hundred
Disney
years now.
princess yet? Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, I legit was that girl who was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for someone to come in and realize immediately by looking at me that we're perfect for each
Yeah.
other." Like how now I'm like, how the fuck would you know just by looking at someone that who are they? Like, oh, Joanne is so nice. She's keeping track. Parfait. I'm hungry.
Yeah. I didn't eat today yet. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I'm doing my best. I'm not, like I'm trying not to be myself more these days. Okay, so we have 13, right? There wasn't another question number
No,
before.
I wasn't looking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to check. Oh, I just love this screen. It's so nice to scroll. I told Siri that don't listen to me, that I loved my iPad, and he was like, "Oh, thanks." I was like, "That's not how you know respond to someone telling you they love you." So like, I was like, "Oh." So number 13, would you ride in a zeppelin if given a chance?
Would I what?
Would you ride in a zeppelin or zeppelin? That's how you say it in the big balloon kind of thing. Z
Like
E
like
P.
like a hot air balloon?
Not a hot air balloon, but the other one that was used in the wars. The Zeppelin. Zeppelin. Where is it? Lin.
Zeppelin.
Zeppelin. I don't know how you say it in
Oh no,
English.
it popped up Zeppelin. Like, oh, okay. This. Eh. That
Yeah,
thingy?
that's the one. Yeah, because it's not exactly a hot air balloon. It can go differently.
It's like a submarine in the air.
We
That's what it
set
looks like.
up, set up.
So would I ride in one?
Would you ride in one? That's the question.
If they're not known to like fall out of the air, then yes. I don't
That's
know
true.
much about them. If they're like 99.9 likely to stay in the air, then yes.
Okay. I mean, I didn't specify anything. I mean, I would be, oh yes, because uh, riding a hot air balloon, which sounds so weird. I don't
Yeah,
know
you
if
can like fall out.
it sounds sexual just saying the sentence, but I want to go. No, that's on my bucket list actually.
They used to launch hot air balloons right down the street from where I grew up as a kid, which is weird. It's like next to like a
Yeah,
shopping plaza in a field, and they would send them off. But like
that's cool.
literally, like you're in a straw bucket. Like,
Yeah, I know, but it's
if
exciting. You're
somebody wanted
flying.
to off you, they just be like, boop. You know?
I wanna go. I
No,
wanna
I
go.
need like a safety harness. Like, I no. Mm-mm.
Like, see, we are getting some, blimp. Yeah, exactly. Yes, bye, Gerald. Okay, so Gerald is going to be on Jonathan's then. Yeah, Led Zeppelin. I mean, I know how you say that. Yeah, I was thinking about the Hindenburg. Limp, limp, limp. Limp is an official name. I don't know.
Well, blimps look different than the picture that it showed up, but I think it's the same thing
I mean, the
in
Hindenburg
theory.
crashed and burned. We're talking about a safe one then.
Right.
But yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, let's not tear that mic up because. Yeah, but I want to fly. I mean, I know that human beings are not there yet, but I can't. I mean, I want to be. I mean, if I can do anything, like there's nothing holding me back. I want to pilot my own spaceship. I want to be a captain on my own spaceship and just do Star Trek things. Bye, I want to fly.
I
That
don't
would
know if
be
I'd
so
want to go
cool.
to space. I don't
I
know.
want to. That was a question I was considering adding. If you could, do space tourism because money wasn't the problem, would you do it? And I was like, so obvious for me. It's a yes, and it's boring. I would go.
Oh,
I would. I mean, I would go. Yeah. So I used
wait.
to. Oh, I mean, there's a channel that I'm subscribed to. I think it's called Mark's Garden Life, and it's just about a guy in somewhere in the US. I forgot where he lives, and he shows what he grows in their garden and stuff like that. It's a big one where they grow trees and how to pot and depot plants. And he had a video which was like more than an hour long, and I legit watched it, where he tasted all the apples
Huh.
from everywhere in their garden and what his friends had, and he ranked them. And I was like, I can get some tips on which apples are good. And
Right.
obviously he's a handsome guy, because let's be honest, I wouldn't start watching someone who just because, like, there's a YouTube thumbnail that you click on. But I really enjoy his content. And he uploaded a video where they went for a hot air balloon ride above a forest. And it was just so cool seeing that they were just above the trees, and they could pick leaves and out of the tree from the top. And I was like, I want to do that.
Wow. I
It's
would
so
like to do one of the helicopter rides around like tropical islands. I
cool.
think that would
Ooh,
be
I don't want to do helicopter. Sounds more like something that would crash and burn in my head. I don't know why I trust a hot air balloon more than a helicopter. I don't know. Makes no sense, because I'm
What if
sure
a
that
bird
there's
flew into the hot air balloon and popped a hole in it?
no. There's just that's That's just like fantasy. No. I mean, if I die that way, that's gonna be on you. Okay, 15. Oh, what tells you the most about a person? That's a very hard question, I think.
Like
At least for
first
me.
meeting somebody
Yeah,
or like a deep thing?
I think the deeper thing, like how
Okay.
can you not I know them for 10 years and I know everything about them, but when you know someone for a while, there is something that you can, judge them being a good person or not. I mean, that's how I interpreted the question.
I had it. Hold on. Brain.
No, I have not seen people that we get offended at. Oh yeah, I think so, but yeah.
Yeah. So I think when something really shitty happens, how they react, right? If they do the right thing in a situation, um, I have certain memories in my head of like the either unforgivable or when when you find out like somebody's just like a bad person, like if they don't do something the way that you feel like ethically it should be. For my newest example would be like when those people like terrorized me at work and my boss didn't stick up for me. Like he
Oh,
talked
yeah.
to them and like didn't even like he was like he wanted, you know, the path of least resistance and was just like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'll let our drivers know." Like he didn't like defend
Mm,
me at all. And I think things like that, like not defending
oh,
people is
deal
like a
breaker.
real shit thing, you know? Like
Mm,
if something I've had situations with an ex-boyfriend where like a guy's coming at me like physically and like if my boyfriend doesn't intervene and like physically have my back or like take over that dominant male role that I mean it's kind of sexist but like if a guy is being physically aggressive towards me like you best step in and like take care of it.
yeah, but I'm like, what?
I've been in some strange situations in my life but things like that
No, it's just I think it's an unfair assumption to expect someone to be that brave.
right. Well, yeah, that
Like
was his
I'm
response
gonna
is,
just
"Oh,
get
well,"
getting punched. Like
they're like,
so,
"Yeah, I'll get my
I
ass
was.
kicked."
I
But
mean,
I
it's
mean,
hard.
yeah,
Yeah, because sometimes we judge other people by our standards, and we, in that moment, we don't know that they do something for a certain reason that we might understand if they told us. So
yeah,
yeah, I mean, I know I'm annoying because I'm seeing all the fucking sides all the time. Not when things are happening to me, obviously. Just when it happens to someone else, I can see all the sides.
yeah.
But I think,
So, not sticking up for people, I think, would be my
yeah,
short
I
answer.
mean,
Yeah,
obviously, yeah. Um, I think how they react when something good is happened to you, and they can't be happy when something
mhm,
good is happening to you. That was something that I never really. I mean, you keep hearing that from other people, and you're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. But when it actually happens, that's a very shitty feeling, and that tells you that okay. And I know about myself that I'm trying to be a very good liar when it happens to someone, and because I'm like too jealous, or I have my shitty things, but I'm like I can't show that, I can't ruin their feeling. I'm like, yeah. So you can work on that, I think so.
right.
Hi Tony, thank you so much for being here. We're gonna be here for about 10 more minutes. So yes, give us a number, please. Yeah, I should have kept up with the numbers, but I think we have more free from 1 to 10.
Yeah, I
Maybe not.
have the 1 to 10 questions. I only
Yeah,
did 4, 6, and 9 so far.
yeah, but they can be afraid as well. You don't know what sort of a trauma they have if they experience something so scary in their life that they froze.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, it's sexist to assume that the guy will take the punch. Like,
yeah,
let's wish instead that no one would fucking threaten
yeah.
physically someone else. Like, ugh. Okay. Oh yes, thank you, Joanne. You're so nice. And we have number 2, which
All
is my
right.
favorite number. Which is,
So this is like a multi-part question.
oh my god.
It's not complicated. All right. What's your favorite god or goddess? And do you have any like do you do deity worship? Do you believe in it at any spectrum?
I mean, I do, obviously. I think there are multiple gods. There are different levels of gods because even though we're all part of the same whole big thing, there are different levels where we experience things, and I do think that there are certain helpful energies that can be like called gods. And I wanted to work with some, but I wasn't really called to, so I don't really have a practice, and I don't even remember how the question went.
Do you have a preference on like one of your favorite ones, like god or goddess that comes to mind?
Mm, I mean, I really wanted to work with Bridget because of the whole in bulk, and like the
Yeah.
first, yeah, it's connected to my birthday, but No, not at the moment. Yeah, no, I don't think so. You?
Um, I like Lilith a lot. I like that there's so much different versions of like the mythology behind it, like the Jewish, the Christian. Then if you look into like
Supernatural.
the Sumerian, her name was written differently, but
Hmm.
it's still basically the same story. Um, I do not do deity worship though. I thought about it. I still kind of think about it, but I don't. I take it more as like an archetype than an actual being.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still very skeptical on my like spiritualness, right? Um like I'm like I don't know if we have I don't know if I believe that we have like souls, like I don't know. So
That's interesting.
yeah, so like that hierarchy, um I don't necessarily personally believe in, but I like mythology and I like archetypes. So
Mhm. So if you don't believe that we have souls, then how do you like? Um, Not I can't find the word. How do I want to ask this question? Like,
dun, dun,
how do you
dun.
conceptualize the human existence?
Um
Like,
that life
are you the
is
same as your
precious.
body? Yeah. Okay.
Um well, I like your brain's part of your body, but
Yeah.
I think
It's an
life
organ.
is like that specific gift of being alive and being in the present moment. But I don't know if that transcends. I
So you
think
don't
maybe
you
life
don't
is
believe
just
in life
specifically
after
precious
death?
while you're alive. Yeah.
Mm. So do you believe in reincarnation, or you just like this is our only life? And
That's the thing is I don't know because
I
I
mean,
don't know.
I'm not
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not picking an argument. I'm just
yeah.
really
Right.
curious.
Um I'm interested in it, but I am on the fence, I guess is
Okay.
the best. Yeah.
I mean, I went from a total atheist,
Yeah.
and not atheist in a sense that, like a lot of people think that, oh, yo, Levant, you worship Satan and you're like
Right.
everything against God. No, I was just like, that's bullshit. Nothing is like, and then I went through a lot of things and I experienced things like I met my grandfather's ghost and I know it was him. I felt it. I saw people die in a hospital and I saw the changes that
Right.
happens when you so and I experienced so many things that I'm like
Yeah. Well, that's
but
the
that's just
thing.
that's my experience,
Yeah.
and if I didn't have those experiences I don't think I would believe in anything like
Right.
that.
That's why I love like the horror and paranormal genre because I'm really interested in it, but at the
Mm.
same time, like I don't want to know yet. Like I'm not ready to
Yeah,
know,
but
you know?
I mean, yeah, but I'm not sure if going at spirit from the horror and like
Right,
that
right.
kind of scary place is
Yeah,
because I don't. I'm not saying there are not good, not bad energies and stuff like that, but I do believe that there's inherently everything is inherently good. We just come here down in this physical 3D body to experience a lot of things that we can't as higher beings. And someone told me once, and that made sense to me, that we're all part of this big giant thing, and we come here down on this earth in different forms, and when we go through experiences and we die, we go back, we upload the knowledge so we can, as a that different kind of whatever existence can it go through and experience things that otherwise it wouldn't be able to.
right.
It made
Yeah,
sense to me.
learning,
And
yeah.
Tony asked the question that, do you believe in messages from spirit then? Like how do
So,
you use it? Then you use it more as an archetype.
well,
Oh,
I
we're
never
getting
said
really
I don't
deep at the
believe in like
end.
magic, right?
Mm.
So I am like more so in the witch spectrum. So I don't know about like the spirit guides thing. That's
Hmm.
not how I practice. Like I after my mom passing, like I refuse to do readings on it.
You don't
Um
have to,
yeah,
obviously.
so I still believe in magic. I just don't know where like I don't deal with the past life and the
Mm.
spirit realm in my life.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, I hope you don't take my questions as like,
Oh
you
no, no,
have
no.
to,
Right.
because, everybody believes anything they want until they don't hurt,
Right. And it
themselves or other
changes,
people.
right?
Yeah,
People change
definitely.
throughout their life and practice. So.
I mean, who knows? I might end up being a fucking atheist again when I'm old.
You could be
I don't
Christian
know.
next. You never know.
Oh, sure. I don't see. I mean, I don't see that happening, but
Right.
never say never.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we still have a question. I mean, a time for one question. So we had
Yeah, we might have to do
number
a part
2.
two. I lost my
We
pen.
could definitely. And I meant to say that at the beginning. So if you're still watching or you're watching the replay, if you want to play this with me with different questions, please do let me know, because I would like to make this, a reoccurring like thing. I really enjoy, having someone on and having questions like this. I think it's really, I mean, for me it's entertaining, so I hope it's for you guys as well. But yeah, if you want to, just give us a last number between 1 and 20. And like I said, we had 2 and these numbers. Like,
I have
that's too
Jeopardy
much
music
for a
playing in my head.
what?
I have the Jeopardy music playing in my head. The do do do
I
do.
don't know. Yeah, okay, okay. Well, like, I mean, I'm singing Harry Styles' new song all day, every day. I mean, you can come on my channel, Beth, if you want to. I know you're not really doing YouTube, but it would be lovely. And Tony and Rose Honey Ritual, Meg, maybe. I saw someone mentioning your name, but and everybody, and
Yeah,
those
Rose
people
Honey.
watching.
I told her last night. I was like, you could totally do a live. You got
Yeah,
this.
everybody can, and you can come on my channel as well if you want to, do something like this or just have a conversation.
It's only scary for the first few minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I really do love, I don't know. Thank you so much for being here. I really do love talking to people, which I never, knew about myself, because I was very shy when I was growing up, and when I was a teenager. I never, knew how to talk to people. And then the whole school teacher crush thing and, representative for people happened. And ever since that, I'm like, I can talk to people.
Right? You got this.
So number 1 is the last question, which is kind of
All
cool.
right. This is a short one.
Oh,
What is your least favorite word and why, if you want?
oh my God.
Mm.
English or Hungarian?
It can be a Hungarian if you explain it in English.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, I was thinking about my favorite word a few days ago, and I couldn't settle on anything. And I know a lot of people hate moist, but I
Yeah.
don't. I
Yeah.
didn't grow up with any negative, connection with that word. So I'm like,
Right.
moist doesn't sound weird to me. Like, oh, yeah. But I know that's a trigger for some. So moist. But
Dirty
uh,
minds.
least favorite. Oh God.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hmm. I'm gonna say something because I honestly can't pick. Like something like, no, I can't say stupid because I use that in Hungarian, which is hülye, all the time, as just an adjective in a lovely way. I'm calling someone because it's just not uh um whatever. I don't use it as an insult. Like, yeah, you're so stupid, but not in
Right,
a
right,
you're so silly. That's how
right.
I would use hülye, which is the Hungarian one, because Beth was asking for one.
Yeah.
Uh, But when someone calls you like an idiot with all
Yeah.
the, then any word can be like my
Hurtful.
favorite when someone has that, because I honestly can't. I mean, I'm gonna think about this like for hours now, and if I come up with a word, I'm gonna post it on my community tab.
Right.
Tarantula. How do you say that?
Tarantula.
Tarantula.
Yeah.
After
It's big
tarantula. That's
spiders.
how you say it. Yeah, in Hungarian.
So
What's the longest word in English? There are words that are really long. I mean, there's one in Hungarian which is el kell káposztásítottalanítottátok, which
wow.
is which is something like it doesn't really make any sense. It's about cabbage because kaposta is cabbage, and it's like turning something into a cabbage sort of thing.
I seen there was a sign. It was for like I think like a nature, like a Native American nature reserve, but it was the town's or city's name was
Like,
like 24 letters long, and they say it's literally impronounceable.
oh
But
yeah,
sometimes when I'm so I speak into my phone a lot when I message people,
yeah,
and
no, and
sometimes
I'm
I'll
like,
notice like it'll make like the word like a jumbo word, and I'm like, oh. Or if I'm journaling and it takes up like half the page, I mean half the line.
yes,
So there's some long words. Yeah, I was thinking the
super fun.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, but I think
It's
that's like
super
did
fantastic,
they
it's
make up that word for
supercalifragilistic.
that? I don't
Yeah,
know. But
yeah,
my least favorite word that I
yeah.
could think of was pathetic.
Oh,
I think
pathetic.
it's
I kind of
it's
like the word.
hurtful, and you're severely apathetic and inconsiderate of somebody else's feelings and what they're going through if you consider them pathetic
Yeah,
or
yeah,
say, I mean, it can be used in not so negative a way, like you put a pathetic amount of sugar on that. You know what I mean? But
yeah. But
but
it's
overall, I
usually,
don't like
yeah,
I don't like the word pathetic. I
yeah.
think
I was thinking about
nasty.
something like that with idiot. You're like, oh, such an idiot
Right.
with all the eye rolling and all the judgment.
Yeah. Because
And it's
pathetic makes somebody feel small,
yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah, yeah. Which just kind of sucks because why are we doing this to each other? I honestly don't know. Crap. I kind of like crap. Crap was such a. Do you have a favorite swear word? Just before we're finishing off, because I kind of
um,
want to end it on a funnier note. Bye, Beth. Thank you so much for being here. We're gonna finish soon as well. We're just gonna pick a favorite swear word.
I probably say fuck the most, probably. Yeah. And
See you
I
next
like they
Thursday.
have
Yes.
there's like an animation, I'll send it to you. It's like a stick figure animation, but it's like all the ways that you can use the word fuck, like in
Oh,
as like a noun, verb, adjective,
yeah.
everything, and it's pretty funny. It's pretty old, but it's good.
Yeah, I mean, there's the Limp Bizkit song, with the if I say fuck one more time, with 36 fucks in this fucked up
Right.
rhyme. Can't remember which song, but yeah, fuck is, I think fuck for me as well. I mean, in English. I use
Oh,
hülyet with.
give me some Hungarian swear words
Okay, how much time do you have?
all
Like
day.
I said, like Hungarians can know, like we're very, very good at, cursing. But yeah, I mean, uh, which one is translatable? Like I said, stupid is hülye. Uh, I would say fuck as in bazd, which is literally go and fuck it. Like that's. Mm, there's just so many, and I don't want to turn this whole into a let's learn to curse in Hungarian, but
Right.
that's gonna be, on my channel later. But yeah, fuck
Yeah.
is a good one, I think, and it's not as bad as some people make it.
Right.
Oh, kakabuci. Oh my, that sounds ridiculously funny in Hungarian because
Yeah.
kaka is a form for shit, and buti is a smaller, like baked not a bread, but something smaller. So it sounds like shit bread in kind of Hungarian.
It's a
So it's
shit
like fun.
cookie.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, a bit
Shit
bigger.
muffin. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Bye. Thank you so much for being here. Uh, which one? The see you next Thursday. I didn't know. See you next Tuesday. I hate that word. And there's the thing, and I know that maybe Tony is still here, and she can help me with that. A lot of young guys in the UK call girls females these days, and I know that they don't mean it as a negative thing, but I keep hearing that, oh, females like this, and like, oh, you don't talk to females like that, and they don't use it as a negative one, but I'm like, I don't like being called females. Like, I don't know why this is such a
Yeah.
UK. I mean, I watch a lot of UK, YouTubers, and they're younger guys, and they're like, I'm like, why? But I think it's a slang for for the young people in the UK.
Yeah, sometimes I get a ma'am and it'll bother me, but it depends
Oh,
on the person.
well, man, exactly. It
Or
all depends on how you say it, and that's why for
yeah,
me intention matters, because you can use all the wrong words and still try to say the right thing, and
right,
use all the right words and just say the most fucked up things ever.
right.
Yeah, no, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I know, because I watch it enough that I know that they don't use it as a derogatory term. It's just for me as an older, spinster with a stick. I'm like,
Yeah, because typically it would be girls instead of
yeah, like
females,
what?
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't know why. Hopefully they're gonna stop, because it's kind of. I mean, I'm trying not to be irked by it because I see the intention is not bad, but it's
Right.
kind of like, okay. So I'm gonna, get off my high horse and end my TED talk about.
So we do have
Yeah,
questions left over. So there might be another one then,
yeah.
maybe.
So I need to save my questions. That's what I
Yeah.
need to do. But yeah, so if anybody wants to join me, if we can do it as as a threesome as well,
Ooh.
that would be even. My stream should be okay with that because of my lovely, my precious. But yeah, I'm gonna shut up, and thank you so much, everyone who was here, who's watching this live. If you want to, you can answer all the questions in the comments. I would love to hear from you. We would really enjoy that as well. So
Yeah, or leave new questions.
yes, if you
And we
want,
don't have to think so hard.
or Google.
Yeah.
But yeah, yes, tarot question, we can do that as well. We can
Yeah.
do a tarot edition. You can join
Yeah.
us. And we can do it. As a threesome for a tarot
Yeah,
edition.
Joan was wonderful sending me a
Yes.
list of great tarot questions, but I wasn't sure how this live was going to go, so we'll save those.
And I didn't help her out because I was like, I'm not gonna tell
Yeah.
you. Okay, so I'm gonna shut up, and thank you so much, and awkward waving. Bye.